Alrighty, back with the Justice build. The Justice build is very similar to the Aggression build because of the deck building that Scott is able to do and include allies from any aspect. And so we're swapping out 3 attack trainings with and a Colossus for 2 Sonic Rifles, which allows us access to Confuse, allowing us to be a little bit safer in Alter Ego, and then the mission training. The mission training for the Thwart is not really what we're interested in. It's really those hit points for Wolverine. Wolverine is a pretty good ally. What are your thoughts on Agent Venom? I love Agent Venom. Agent Venom is a ton of fun. He's all about weapons, and he has some really good cards. He is probably one of the stronger heroes. I would say maybe top 5. And I don't remember what his precon came with. Maybe someone else in the chat can help with that. I don't do a good job of remembering what precons are, because usually when I don't remember playing. I haven't played a precon in a while. I take them and I just start looking at all the cards, and then I just immediately start sorting. But Agent Venom has some really cool flexibility. He's one of the better solo heroes because of that, because of all of his flexibility. And so I'm a big fan. Venom was the first hero you ran through a campaign with, and it was a whole lot of fun. Great hero to get to the game figured out with. Yes, I would agree with that, because it kind of goes back to that flexibility. He can do a lot of stuff. He has a multi-gun upgrade, which allows you to remove threat, deal damage, and then deal damage. I think I haven't played him in a little bit, but he has the ability to flex into where you need to go. So he's a really good solo hero. We are running City and Chaos, so we'll see what Rhino has to do. Hopefully we can just beat up on Rhino. I'm hoping to get my 8 attack overkill pulled off, deal 12 damage to Crossbones at one point, because that just seems fun. I really like Leadership Venom. I think Leadership Venom works out really well because it just adds to the flexibility. Leadership Venom feels like one of the decks I feel like a lot of decks you can probably take against a lot of villains. Leadership Venom just has so much flexibility that I feel like he could do well against almost any scenario in the game that you set out to put him in. Alrighty, so Crossbones. Starting out, reveal the top card. Once he attacks us and damages you, we have to discard a card from our hand. Crossbones starts at 12. I start at 10. I get 6 cards. See what we got. Okay, there's the full blast, so probably not going to be able to trigger it this game either. There's Angel, Tactical Brilliance, Genius to pay for Angel, Genius to pay for Utopia, and a priority target. It's a little unfortunate to see priority target. Now we'll toss a full blast and a Tactical Brilliance, and we'll hang on to these and draw into Sonic Rifle. Give me a Meditation, a Danger Room, okay, and another Sonic Rifle. Okay, so not a Meditation. Okay. That's a physical and a mental, so I could get rid of Power Gauntlets. That may be the right call here, instead of playing Sonic Rifle and Angel. I don't know if I want to go grab a tactic upgrade, because I'm not quite sure what I would use it for, and I may just want to keep them in my deck for later. I feel like getting rid of Power Gauntlets probably is a call that we need to make. So I'm actually, yeah, okay. So we'll hang out. We'll flip up to hero form. We'll toss a Sonic Rifle and a Utopia to get rid of Power Gauntlets. This actually goes over here. We will Danger Room and Genius to play Sonic Rifle, which we will immediately use the first charge to confuse Crossbones. And then we'll hang on to Angel. Cyclops will attack for 1, because why not? We'll draw into a Cerebro. Game Time. Marvel Girl to 4. And Phoenix. Okay. We'll place 1 threat here. Crossbones is going to attack us for 1. We'll take it. +3. Out. So we'll go down to 6. And then our bad card is going to be Shadows of the Past. Okay. So Shadows of the Past, we have Mr. Sinister, Stalwart, Toughness, and Villainous. We have Genetic Manipulation. When defeated, search the encounter deck and discard pile for Gene Therapy. Gene Therapy, you attach to the enemy with the lowest printed attack, and it gets +2 for an attack. That also has an amplify icon, so it is something we definitely want to get rid of. Okay, well that changes the game a little bit, makes it a little bit longer. This only has 2 threat on it, which isn't horrible. I should be ready. Okay. Thinking, well, we can't really. I feel like getting Phoenix down. Oh, and then we can play Cerebro because we'll be able to pull a Cyclops card from our discard pile, which could be priority target. But I don't think we'll be able to. Yeah, we won't be able to kill anyone. So pulling priority target and playing priority target is not going to work. So let's go ahead and toss a Angel, Marvel Girl, and Game Time for a Phoenix. We will just go ahead and pull priority target. We'll use it as a resource though. Cyclops has so many ways of getting what he needs. He does a really good job of tutoring and grabbing cards and being flexible in that sense. We'll have Phoenix thwart off Genetic Manipulation. We'll have to go find Gene Therapy. Which will throw on Mr. Sinister. Hey, Maddie. I see that we're off to a flying start. Ruling question for obligation. Do you have to resolve them immediately, or is that something that just sticks and hinders until fulfilled? Usually it's resolved immediately. There are some that require an action to discard. So if I don't have my heroes here, but like I'm thinking of like, oh, actually Kang has some. Let me see if I can find one. This is not a hero, but there are some heroes that look similar to this. So this is an obligation. It says that when revealed, place the top 8 cards of your deck face down onto this card, and then as an alter ego action, discard that resource from your hand, discard this obligation. So there are cards that are an action to get rid of, but typically it's a choose when it's resolved. So if it's like pretty much all of them in the core set are you can flip to alter ego, you can choose to do this or this, that resolves immediately. Okay. Cyclops will just knock this tough off of Mr. Sinister. Then we'll flip down to Scott. We'll toss a priority target for Cerebro. We're not going to tutor Cerebro or Scott because we won't be able to utilize any of those. And so I'll just do it next turn. So we'll ready up, draw into 6 cards, game time. Exploit weakness. Okay, that could be nice. Energy. Strength. Too much money. Practice defense. Too much money again. And another exploit weakness. That's a little unfortunate. We can. Oh, actually, we. It's not too much money because Cerebro can go grab stuff. And so when we can pay for Wolverine. So we'll place 1 here. Crossbones is confused. Mr. Sinister is scheming for 1 plus a boost card because he's villainous. 1+1. So that pushes. Infinity Stone reveals a Retaliate 1 again. No. That's fine. Bad card is Gang Up. Because we're an alter ego, that gains Surge. Cornered Staff. When revealed, discard 1 per player card from the top of the encounter deck. Place 1 additional threat here for each boost icon discarded this way. So that comes with 3 plus 2, so 5 total. With the Crisis. And I think at this point we're just going to try and rush rather than try and deal with that. But it is our turn. So let's go ahead and Cerebro. And we will take... So it's a lightning and a mental. So we actually may take a mental. No, Cerebro is going to grab us a Wolverine. Yeah, it's going to grab us Wolverine. And then we'll use Scott's ability to grab priority target. Okay. Okay, so we have a lot of cards now. Let's go ahead and Strength Energy to play Wolverine. We will flip up to hero form. We'll say priority target onto Mr. Sinister, who has 6 health. So we will attack with Wolverine, dealing 2 consequentials. And then we will discard Game Time to use Optic Blast to deal 3 more to Mr. Sinister. So that will kill Mr. Sinister, which will trigger priority target, drawing us 2 cards. Tactical Brilliance and Meditation. There's their Meditation. We'll toss a Practice Defense and a Meditation to get rid of Energy Shield. No longer has Retaliate. So I guess we will deal with this. Let's go ahead and exploit weakness. 2 exploit weaknesses for Tactical Brilliance. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, which will do Concerned Staff. Oops. And then choose a tactic card in your discard pile and add it to your hand. We'll take exploit. Yeah, we'll take exploit weakness back. Okay. Cyclops will thwart for 2. And then Phoenix will hit Crossbones for 2. Sonic Rifle will trigger to confuse Crossbones. I think it depends on the obligation. Most of the basic ones you can either do one or the other, and you have to have to do the one you can at the least. Yeah. It does depend on the obligation. So we'll hang on to exploit weakness. We'll flip up, and draw into Polaris. Nice. Mission Training, great. Beast to 4, and Ricochet Beam. Ricochet Beam is really nice here because we can, if we go Ricochet Beam as a 4/4, which is great. I just got the ready tokens in the mail. It's gonna be, oh, I love them. I bought them for, like, I'm working with a limited space on my stream, right? And so, like, I was when you rotate them, they take up more space, and on a lot of decks, they kind of were taking up too much room. And I was like, I'm just gonna get them so that, you know, I can be a little bit more condensed. But even without, when I'm not streaming, I love them. I play with them all the time. They like, it's like the smallest thing that has made the biggest difference. Yeah, they're great. Okay, place one here. Crossbones is gonna attack. We're at 6, so we'll just take it to the face. +2, so we get 3. And then we will get an, oh, there's Crossbones machine gun. Might as well push it now. Let's go. 2 ammo counters. Okay. So. I want to go exploit weakness. Exploit weakness, ricochet beam. I took it from the villain. I should be at 3. Villain's at 9. So Wolverine's going to hit for 4. Phoenix is going to hit for 3, which is 7. I can hit for 2, which would be 9. And then we can ricochet beam. I'm happy with that. But we can be even a little bit more clever. Check this out. Oh my gosh. No, we want to be in hero form for ricochet beam. So yeah, it may be a little suboptimal, but let's do it this way. So let's go mission training for exploit weakness. Yeah. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just check. We have 1 priority target. We have 2 priority targets in the discard pile. So never mind. That does not work. Wolverine was supposed to heal 1 at the beginning of my turn. So we will have Wolverine swing for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down to 5. Phoenix will... Cyclops will swing for 2. 1, 2. Down to 3. And Phoenix will swing for 3. 1, 2, 3. Which will push Crossbones into stage 2. Coming in with 14 hit points. And we would go search for Crossbones machine gun. But he already has it. So now we'll toss a Polaris and a Beast for a ricochet beam. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Deal 3 damage to an enemy with an upgrade attached. So that's going to be 4 and 4 to Crossbones. So that will take him down to 6. Alrighty. We'll flip down to Scott Summers and we'll hang out. Flip up, flip up. Draw into a mission training. Tactical brilliance. Meditation. Field commander. Another meditation. And blindfold. Okay. Placing 1 threat here on the main. Crossbones will scheme, but he's confused. And then we've got an encounter card, which is Panic in the Streets. Treat the printed text box of each location support and each persona support as if it were blank except for traits. So no Cerebro. For a guy whose last name is Summers, he can be kind of cold. Yes. He is a little crazy. Alrighty, so Crossbones only has 6 health left. I think we have lost. We'll just use this action. Why not? We don't have any. Oh my goodness, we do. We have a practice defense. Look at that. Crossbones has 6 health left. This is gone. Which is not enough health to survive. So we'll pull this. We will flip into Cyclops mode. We'll attach practice defense. Wolverine will swing for 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we will use the Optic Blast by discarding Blindfold to deal 3 damage to Crossbones, which is game. There you go. Game, set, match. So a little bit longer. Drawing all the meditations right at the end didn't help. Meditations are just so great to get the ball rolling really quickly, especially with like Cyclops, who is a decent thwarter. And so like that's kind of what you need. But like the 1 attack, I would much rather 3 cost for 1 attack. That's an excellent trade-off there. Or I guess 4 with the card. But okay, so that was Justice. Next, we are going to move into Leadership. We're going to go Leadership. We're actually going to build this deck because we did not build it yesterday. But I'm going to be back in just a few minutes with the blue aspect.